Hello class 10 children. Up till now we have done in part A communication skills, ICT skills and self-management skills. Now the next unit in part A is entrepreneurial skills. That is unit 4. So children, this is entirely a new unit for you. So let me start from the very basic things. Now you must all have heard about the word business. Today everybody is talking about business. So basically, just to connect you to this topic, entrepreneurial skills are basically related to those skills. Now first of all, this word entrepreneurial, let me explain you who is an entrepreneur. This word is originated from a French word that is entrepreneur, which means to begin something or undertake. Now, so entrepreneur is a person who sets up a business taking on financial risks. Plus, the main idea behind this is to gain profit. So basically, this entrepreneurship, if you will go into, entrepreneurship is basically the art of starting a business. Entrepreneur, he is able to start his own business with the limited resources at a small level, and then he moves to a large level. Just for an example, I would say that a person started a small cafe near his house, and slowly this cafe turned into a restaurant, then a hotel. So this is how entrepreneurship helps a person to achieve success, to achieve progress, plus taking into mind the needs of the people, the society. So in this chapter, that is entrepreneurial skills, we will be dealing about the skills required for starting a business. Now, why is this topic, again I would ask the same question, is included in IT? Because IT, you up till now, I hope you must have understood that information technology is not just computer. It is a combination of various fields, various ways in which information is gathered, and then we are using computers to process this information, to use it for a more good purpose, plus use this information, have access to this information in a more easy way. So now entrepreneurship remains a new concept for you all in terms of how it can be developed, what is needed to practice entrepreneurship, and how is it beneficial for an individual. It is important to understand what defines an entrepreneur. While some qualities and skills are observed in successful entrepreneurs, an entrepreneur has to perform certain functions to form an enterprise. Now there are both pros and cons, that means the merits as well as demerits of choosing this entrepreneurial path. That you all know that whenever you will undertake a business, there are some profits and risks related with it. Plus there are myths and fears which make the people afraid about taking this entrepreneurial journey. Now in this chapter, we will be looking on how entrepreneurship will impact the society, and it has the potential to bring a difference in the mindset and skill of an individual. That is why we are again saying again and again that entrepreneurship is an art. Now next is entrepreneurship and society. Basically, humans, we are a social animal. We cannot do anything without communicating. That you all have studied in communication skills also. So entrepreneurship also is the basic backbone of entrepreneurship is society. For whom are you starting the business? For who will benefit from it apart from you? So entrepreneurship and society, while the concept of entrepreneurship has a fairly wide meaning, It is simply described as starting a business using the resources available to a person. An entrepreneur combines factors in a creative manner in order to generate values for customers and create the wealth. So basically, an entrepreneur, what he does, he is generating the good things for the customers. They need those things. That is why he has started the business, and creating the wealth for himself and for the people working for him. Society is basically described as an aggregate of people living together in a community who associate, who combine for various engagements, including the business. Now, the beauty of entrepreneurship in a society is that as the business will prosper, the impact the business create also increases. That means as you will start a business for the benefit of the society. For example, there is an area where there are no medical shops, and looking at the needs of the people, you have started a chemist shop there. So as your chemist shop will prosper, it will be benefiting the society, because now these people do not have to go a long way to buy the medicines. It is all about that benefit is for you also, and plus for the society also. In this lockdown, you must have observed online services given by the chemists. All these services are being useful. IT is making space in all the arenas of life. It is due to an entrepreneurial activity that the society is provided with goods and services. If there is no business, you will not be able to get your goods and services. So now, entrepreneurship has some positive impact on the society. Now, what are those impacts? First of all, it accentuates economic growth. It will increase the economic growth of the society. Then secondly, it will foster creativity. Every entrepreneur is creative. There are various restaurants in the city, but the way the things are presented to you people, it involves creativity. So entrepreneurship, it involves creativity. Then thirdly, it stimulates innovation and efficiency. Obviously, you have invented something, invented a new way of giving food to the people. You have, apart from music system, you have their plants also in the restaurant, plus you have a big screen which is flashing various ads of your restaurant. So these are all to lure your customers, to attract them. So it involves innovation and efficiency. Then the most important thing, it creates jobs and employment opportunities. Yes, it creates. Then for the people whom you hire to do your work, then it solves the problems of the society, and it is for the benefit of the society. Now, society also plays an important role in boosting the entrepreneurship. How does society help in boosting entrepreneurship? Society, obviously, it is the society which is creating the needs and the demands. Then secondly, the raw materials are provided by the society. For example, if you're again the same example of a restaurant, the vegetables, the fruits will be purchased by the local vendors. So the society is providing the raw materials. Then it enables financial support. It creates a need for education. Nowadays, online classes are there. Why are we doing online classes? Just for the sake that society is in a need for education. Catalyzes policy formation and reform. It facilitates networking. Obviously, a society helps in entrepreneurship by facilitating in networking. People can import and export their goods from one place to another. That is networking here. And it supports infrastructure development also. So some common entrepreneurship activities related to society include social entrepreneurship, agricultural entrepreneurship, women entrepreneurship, and small scale entrepreneurship. Now, Tomorrow I'll be discussing about these, all the various types of common entrepreneurship activities. So that is all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.